Hey guys, we're going to do some push-ups and pull-ups. That's our back arms and our chest exercise. So it works all your upper back, works your entire chest, your whole back arm, and auxiliary muscles in that region if you do it properly. Works your entire lats, that sort of stuff. So I'm still gaining strength where I can truly do a correct as I do them, or shall we say more correctly, did them back in the day. So we're getting there. I'm going to attempt a partial full body pull-up today. We'll see if I can even do one, I don't know. And as I try to build up strength. But we're gaining strength from where I was, and we're going to add in another type of push-up in hopes of building up enough strength so I can do some really intense dips later. I still can't do 10 of the regular dips. We're just not there. So it's cold in the shop, so I'm bundled up, and I'm going to warm up with the shirt on and push-ups, and as I heat up, then I'll take the shirt off and probably have to keep on the little pantaloons here. So let me arrange things a little bit here real fast. So as I've been doing, I dropped the bar here, and so I can help brace with my legs to go up and extend the motion properly. I'm just taking a little weight off my legs. And when you do that, I mean, you've got to squeeze. It's one thing to go up and down. If you're not squeezing, you have to reduce the weight so you can squeeze. And because of this particular setup, I can do that. I don't have a sit-down lat machine. Same concept. Sit-down lat machine allows you to take less weight and actually squeeze the muscles properly. So use according to what equipment you have access to. So this is what I've got, so I'm making it work. And this is, you know, Todd's little private gym in the shop as opposed to 24-hour fitness or something with their machines. That way I can do it when I'm ready to do it on my time and not having to go out and deal with all that. It's just better for me. So, assuming I have to go back to the bar, put the bar in place. So let me do a little bit of warm-up push-ups here. And, oh yeah, here's the, I mentioned. Here's the new dumbbells out. And I can't use them today.
You got 50, 45.
45 and 50. But you have to get the stuff ahead of time so you're ready when you're ready to incorporate it. It has to be there. It took almost 2 months. I ordered it, they finally came in. So, and I wanted steel ones because I want to get magnetic half weights, because that 5-pound increase, as I've showed you guys, that's a lot. You need to go up slowly. You don't put an extra 5 pounds on one arm and go, yay, woo, without steroids or stupidity, or just working through it, I guess, but I'm not going to do it. So, anyhow, pull this off here, write our date and time down. Now the abs, or leg lifts, whatever you want to call it, I did. It really stresses us up here, so I gave myself an extra day to heal all this, because I'm not still, put it this way, when I got big last time, I couldn't reach my lat to put moisturizer on. That's a lot of room. I couldn't even reach it. I'm so not there. I'm not even close. That's a lot of size. That's another 5 inches on either side I gotta go. And that was completely relaxed, trying to, I can't reach it. That's where I was. I'm so not there. So, we're still really weak, but we're coming along, we're improving. So today is the end of November. Today's November 30th. So November 29th was off. And so we got between, I'm going to write all this down real fast. This is what you need to do. And then we'll go with orange handle, pull-ups, and then back tape, push-ups. I want this written ahead of time so I can rip through it as fast as I can and then if I can still do something, I'll graduate down to 45 minutes. Last time I went boom, 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 and I was 15 minutes away from the 45 minutes, I believe. So, and we got back, bar, pull-ups, and then back handle, push-ups, then we got dips, and I'm gonna write down as a palm twist push-up, try to differentiate it. Now, these weird dips I'm talking about, it's a V, which I bought the machine, I haven't had it incorporated yet, I gotta actually have that done, but it V's like this, so if a dip bar like that, you're holding your hands and you're dipping it, and when I bought the thing, I can barely hold myself up. I don't do a dip on it, I can barely hold myself up like this, I'm like, so we'll get there. So I'm gonna start incorporating push-ups with my hands like this to try and build the frame of muscles up, and I can totally feel it. As opposed to a dip, you're going like this, and like that, it just really brings in the chest. And my hero, Vince Garanda, who I never met, he's passed on, that was his best chest move, according to the writings I've seen. Again, I'm getting that from what the writings I've seen, what people are saying about it. But man, I can totally feel that. And I've never done that type of dip, so I'm really looking forward to getting that strong. We've got the materials, we've just got to make it work. So that's that. Let me start. Hopefully I'll get warm enough to take this little shirt off. So again, we've added pineapple in, about 4 to 5 ounces on 2 meals, egg meals a day. And that's supposed to reduce the weight. And we just bought a bunch of ginger ale, a case of that. And we're adding a ginger ale half and half drink. We've been doing it one a day. I'm going to go up to twice a day, and that's supposed to add anabolism and muscle mass. So I haven't lost any weight, but the stomach is a little bit smaller, so it's not hanging out so much down here. So between the two, I think it's working. You know, gotta give this stuff time. And we're on, I think, our 3rd week of eggs. I forgot to write down my time to start here. So, and I've got some lipotronics, I think it's called, on the way, which helps your liver digest the fats in the protein diet. Very important. And I have some liver tablets on the way, desiccated liver tablets. So when I get that, we'll make us a video of just what that stuff is. So, very important. And again, I got that from people talking about Vince Garanda. So to get bigger than the people he trained, you got to go on steroids. I want to do this healthy. I want to do it right. I want to do it so it'll last and not hurt myself. This is the whole point of why we're doing this. How do you get in shape? How do you get ripped? How do you get big and not hurt yourself? Steroids are not good. That doesn't mean you don't need a supplementary hormone because you're old or lost your nuts or something. But I mean that happens. You know, people get sick, they get cancer, whatever. But we're not talking about a supplementary hormone replacement. We're talking about steroids. 2 very different things. So it's 6:16 right now. And as I said, we don't want to use steroids. I want to get as big and as massive as my body, as my genetics will allow me to, without that. I've never, ever, ever gone 5 years of intense workout like I've done, ever, not as a young boy, ever. So we'll see where I can go, because I got pretty good. I got pretty good size last time. Not that I had 20-inch arms, I didn't. But for me, I was impressed how far I was. I never thought I'd get as big as I did. So, stretch it out a little bit. Again, this is a warm-up. And I really prefer working out in warmer weather than what I have inside my shop, but we got what we got. I don't have a heater here. Or an air conditioner. But at least we don't have to deal with a noisy fan. So we're going to try a full body pull-up. And I don't know if I can do it or not.
Wow.
That cannot. That's not a full body pull-up. Full body pull-up means I hit my chest. I didn't even get my chin over the bar. So I did a partial. I did 3 partials. That's good. That's good. I couldn't have done that when I started. I couldn't pull anything up. You follow? Could not pull anything up. So now we want the full movement in. Bring it out like this and up. Bam. And out and up, because that works more the lats and the chest. Okay, now I kept that at 7 because I want to keep it as a rep exercise. So I'm going to write that 3/7. You need to keep this stuff as a rep exercise if you want to be a bodybuilder. So. I should be hot enough, I hope. Get my shirt off. Now, it's cold enough in here to where I was just sitting still with the heavy coat on and the sweats. I was almost a little cool. But as you get heated, you don't, at least for me, don't want to get overheated. It slows me down. And I don't want to get chilled either, which slows me down. So, for those of you just watching, this is very abrasive. It's non-slip, so I need gloves just to do it. No tape there. And again, the changing of the hands changes the musculature of what you're working a lot. You gotta change your hand positions. You have to work the entirety of the muscle, not a little bit of it. Everything, every portion of the muscle. Otherwise, it's like riding a motorcycle and you got these lumpities in the tire. It's like, that doesn't work too good. Gotta be a nice round symmetry. Your body's gotta be that way too. So we'll see if I can get any of these into a full body pull up or not. I'm gonna try. 1, 2, 3. Almost got my head over the bar. That's good. A complete one, you bring it all the way up to the chest. I'm not there. And I gotta alter this, get the weight off of these nuts real soon. So, let's see. I'm still gonna have to put my feet up here. I need another bar there probably. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we're getting there. We're not there, but we're getting there. Progressing. So again, we're going to write that down as 3 and 7. Now I'm still fairly fresh. I want to try this new push-up like this. Now the boys inside always told me you got to do them like that too. It never dawned on me that would change that much difference. When I was getting size, it was like, but well, live and learn. So we're going to try that. So again, we have the hands out this way. So I can see where my hands are. Instead of this way, we're going this way like this. They told me you got to do them like here and like here too. But I'm gaining towards that dip. So we'll see what we can do here. Maybe I can do these and maybe I can't. We'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, I feel those. Yeah, that was good. Working that muscle in a different way. And that's also how you grow. You gotta change it up. You gotta confuse the muscles so they grow. So I'll put that down as 10. Again, it's cool. I'm starting to sweat a little. I don't want that sweat chilling me. So. Let's see if I can get some in, full body weight or not. Okay, so we got 2. That's okay. I couldn't even have done it a little inch when I started. There was no way. So, but that's how you build up strength. A little more and a little more and a little more. That's what this whole video thing is. How do you go from stupid weak
Fat.
and fat to pretty good shape? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, now remember, I started with that bar way up here. And when I first tried to drop it, just 2 notches, couldn't do it. Couldn't even do it. So we are gaining strength. That's real good. So we got a 2 and 8. Let's try our dips. Now adding in stronger here and stronger here in a weird push-up, I may not even be able to do a dip, I don't know. That always changes it up when you make something this or that harder or less hard. All of a sudden you can do more or not as much accordingly. We only did 5, as opposed to a while back, we did 2 sets of 10 and then 1 of I think 6. But we're adding other stuff that's harder. And that's going to hold some of it back, and that's okay. That's how you build it up. What you don't want to do is force it. I don't care if you're using a weight, like if you got body weight, you start feeling like, oh, that doesn't feel right, something tingled, back off. You're done for the day. So we got dips, then we got to hit our little pull-ups here again. Just two. That's okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. And gotta remember, I'm squeezing as hard as I can when I do that. That's what makes it work. Gotta have that squeeze, gotta have that muscle tension. Otherwise you're just going through the motions, not doing nothing. So that was 2 and 8 on that. That's good. So now we'll go with our black handle push-ups, which again are much harder. Here. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, I don't care if you start with your push-ups on your knees and you just go a little bit. Give me something. If you can't even do that, do them on your back. You just go through the motions with your hands. Then add 1 pound, then 2 pound, and you will build up strength. Okay, so we got 10 there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 exercises already. And it's 6:30. So in 14 minutes, we did 9 exercises. That's pretty good. And we still got a half hour to go. So, let's try this again. See if I can even pull myself up at all. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. No, I can't. And that's okay.
8+ for
See
trying.
the difference between tensing and not tensing? You follow? You gotta tense the muscles. And you bring it up, bam, in the chest. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, some of you guys are going, wait a minute. Pull-ups are like this. Those are the easy ones. When you bring it out and you bring your body in and up to the chest, you made it a lot harder. So For me to do that properly, in my opinion properly, I'm gonna have to weld a nice straight bar on the bottom of these so I can brace my forearms and give me the leverage to bring it up and out and extend like that and into my chest. And that there, my friend, is essentially a pull-up bench press with your body weight in the air. And boy, does your chest grow. Oh my God. I'm a ways from that. We're not there. When it happens, watch out. I'm going to grow. So, got 10. Clear. I'm going to slow down a little bit and try to get a little more. I'm getting myself so exhausted I can't do anything. So, remember I got 45 minutes to do this. I gotta squeeze the muscle. I can't just be floppity floppity. You start flopping around, back it off. All you're doing, anybody who actually really works out, they see right through you, and all you're doing is embarrassing yourself in the gym. Not even knowing. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can mimic the push-up with inclines and declines of dumbbells. Yes, you can. A dumbbell, in my opinion, is better than a bench press because your chest gets in the way. You can hyperextend past it with a dumbbell, and that gives you the full stretch. That's my opinion. A lot of guys like that bench press. I don't like them. Works for you, by all means. There's a bar, there's some weight, there's a bench, get to it. Oh, I've got 2 there. Wish it was just a little bit warmer in here. Hate sweating in a chilled environment. Yeah, it just doesn't work very well for me. So, here we go. Let's see what kind of pull-ups we can do over here. On this, maybe I can get a full body weight in, maybe I can't. These are both harder and easier at the same time as those. Okay, that's 3. Certainly not a whole one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's just like a partial push-up on your knees. You gotta start somewhere. So if you noticed, I did 3, but it wasn't as much of a movement as when I did the 2 and the first 3. That's okay. You gotta start somewhere. Very hard to do that full body weight when you're weak like me without jerking. Don't do that. That'll tear the muscle. Okay. So with that, we're going to try the new weird push-ups again. See how many I can get of those. Again, the hands are twisted like this. Bring it down. Okay. Now again, I'm drawing it out a little bit, trying to get a little more without hyper-exhausting myself where I can't do any, without hurting myself trying to do it. Fine line you're walking. You get a little bit of hydration in me. It's cold in here, but I'm sweating quite a bit. I'm sure these sexy pantaloons got nothing to do with that heat. Causing me to sweat, right? See if I can do at least one full body pull up. I don't know. Nope.
Nope.
So that's done. It's okay. Again, it's all about the squeeze. You gotta squeeze it going up and down. Six. Seven. 8. 9. And 10. Okay.
That was hard.
That's the idea. So you're controlling the weight with your legs, but still keeping it on you so you can squeeze and actually really do the exercise. And that's all up to you. Only you can do it. Let's do that. Whew. Man. Now again, I'm not doing specifically aerobics itself. Before I want to even think about that, I gotta put size on. All it's gonna do is pull muscle off. I'm not worried about skinny yet. Size first. Skinny comes after. No bodybuilder in his off season is as lean as he is when he's ready for competition. And I'll probably never go to competition. I'm not trying to be a competitive bodybuilder. This is all for me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Like I said, adding a little bit more here or there can really slow you down with something else. That's all right. So we did 7. Okay, push-ups to 10. 7. Just a little bit of water. I'm going to start here. So, let's see if I can't get a partial full body. Again. 1, 2, 3. Woo-wee. At least we gotta rip these things out like nothing. I'm weak. It's alright. We're getting stronger every week. Rome was not built in a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That's good. You're done. Yay. Pull-ups. So we did a 3 and a 7 again. All right. So let's see if we can get some dips in or not. Give it a try. Okay. Yeah, I'm too wore out for those. So we won't even count that. All right, give me a second. Just those few little body weight pull-ups and those extra weird push-ups got me good.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel that. So, and that's okay. We'll add more and more of this and this and this in until we get stronger and stronger every time we do it. As long as you're just a little bit stronger, even just a quarter rep, that's an improvement. Remember that. So let's see if we can do some of those weird push-ups, or not. Because I couldn't even do a dip. I don't think so. I'm hammered.
I think you call it a day.
I think so. Let me see if I can do a regular push-up.
Oh, okay.
If I can, great. If I can't, great. Let's try to do a regular push-up. There we go. Now we can do those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5's good. Whew. All I can do with 5 is easy. Yay, I'm good. Those are the easy ones. Those are the easy ones for the level I'm at. So, we'll write that down and call our time. So, that's all I can do. I'm good. So, it is right now 6:47. So, 35 minutes. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. Wipe off the sweat. Put a little shirt on so I don't get too chilled. And we'll get us food. Don't want to get too chilled in this cold. So it is cool in here. Oh boy, yes indeed. Phew, all right. Well, if it's cold and you're working out, man, put your sweats back on. tell you, getting sick because you didn't do that. Bad idea. I didn't tell you. I did. Daddy warned you all. Okay, we got our hydration here. Yeah, that was a good workout.
Yeah, it was a very good workout.
We are getting stronger every week. Well, hydration. This is the ripest here. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Here we go. Man, I'm beat. Woohoo. So again, overripe banana preferably. Boost that blood sugar up. So. Okay, so we have more hydration. We're going to get us our little royal jelly here. And when you, as you will see, when I finally get strong enough to really do those pull-ups correctly, because you have to bow your whole body back and tense it, your abs just line up. Oh my God. We're not there yet. You will see it happen. I got just one spoonful of this left, I think, this one. Stuff's expensive, so you want to get it all. Okay. And for those of you who are suffering some type of arthritis or gout or something like that in your joints, that oil jelly will really help you. And pine nuts. Pine nuts do wonders. Okay. So now we're going to bring out a few eggs. Again, we're eating roughly 30 eggs a day for about 3 weeks now. Would we have an active
Moth.
on the floor?
A moth.
Moth, huh?
I got it.
Moths come in here and bite our clothes at night. Little bastards. Okay. of sweat here. I mean, look like I just got out of the shower. All right. Ooh. Boy, I feel that. I'm gonna need some rubbies tonight. Oh man. I feel it now.
I have a day off tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be off. Absolutely. Next exercise we got his shoulders, and you can't be too sore down here because they do come into play.
Yeah.
When you do your shoulders. So, for those of you who aren't aware, again, eggs have every essential amino acid and every non-essential amino acid but one in every egg. And of course, if you light them up and cook them, all that stuff goes bye-bye. So if you want it in its purest form, enzymatic form, you gotta eat it raw. Not to mention cooking destroys good cholesterol. The good cholesterol is the precursor for every hormone your body produces. From your sex drive to your memory to everything else. Gotta have it. And that's why raw eggs are meant. But it's not just the protein. Protein without everything else is an empty protein. It doesn't work very well. You might as well be eating rice and beans. It doesn't work very well. That's 4. Man, do I feel that. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm gonna take a hot shower in a minute. Lay down in a minute. So I took a picture earlier today, pre-workout. So after I lay down for a little bit, I'm gonna take a post-workout picture. So you can see any difference. I'm gonna put that up on Instagram. So go to your Google Play on your cell phone and sign in to Instagram. We're hunting Harleys on Instagram. And that's that. Nice and rich and full of all the good stuff. Yum. See you all on the next edition of Todd's Prison Workout.